Hey guys, so obviously the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about my plastic surgery that I have scheduled for April 1st, 2020. Not an April Fool's joke, even though, of course, I scheduled for April Fool's Day. Of course I did. Okay, so as you guys know, or if this is the first video you're stumbling upon, hey, how's it going? I've lost 235 pounds. I've maintained my weight all of 2018 and plan on maintaining all of 2019 and then rolling into 2020, going in for plastics. So, I knew that this is something that I would want to have done, but I didn't know if financially it was something that I would be able to have done. And, so there's that. I have seen, my cousin is texting me because my aunt called my mom last night and was like freaking out about me going where I'm going for plastic surgery. I'll get to that. So I've had quite a few consults, both in person and through Skype, with different plastic surgeons here in the States. I live in Oregon, if you guys don't know. And none of them could really offer to me everything that I wanted. The surgeon that I saw here said I was looking at probably 4 rounds of surgery at about $20,000 a piece. And it's not the money that's the issue. It was the aftercare that boiled down to why I chose this surgeon primarily. No surgeons in the United States that I have found provide the type of aftercare that this surgeon does. Most of them, everything's on an outpatient basis. You go home the same day, which is nice in theory, but kind of scary when you really don't have anybody to take care of you. If you guys don't know, I am single. I am not married. I take care of my mom. She lives with me. I am her caregiver. So I don't really have anybody that can take care of me, if that makes sense. So, yeah, the aftercare, it was just a lot. The surgeon that I saw here in Oregon, in my town actually, said that the first round he would offer would be a brachioplasty and a kind of like a limited tummy tuck. So he has never done, he said, a fleur-de-lis, which is the incision down the middle, which is something that I absolutely need because of the amount of excess skin that I have. So that was disappointing. He also will not do 360-degree tummy tucks. He said he would stop wherever my stomach hit the table. So he actually said that I would be left with quite a bit of loose skin still. And as well with the brachioplasty, he doesn't do them extended, so he would stop here in the arm. So down here in this skin would not be taken care of as well. He doesn't go past any joints, he said. And all of that for an outpatient surgery of about 6 hours would cost me $20,000. And I would go home the same day. And I wasn't pleased with that. So had a couple other options, talked to a couple of different surgeons. A lot of the surgeons would only do the stomach. Yeah, and the aftercare was severely lacking. It was, you go home that day and I'm on my own. Not technically on my own. If there's complications, obviously, they take care of you, but, nobody is there to help you at night or to help you in the bathroom or to help you shower and get dressed and, that sort of stuff. So about a year ago, I had found this surgeon because I follow a girl. Her name is Jessica. Her Instagram is like Gypsy something. I don't remember. But she went and had surgery done. She had, oh my God, I want to say like 18 pounds of excess skin on her stomach removed alone. Like, it was crazy, by the surgeon. And then she was looked after for like a week, I think, post-op. Like, she was in kind of like a hotel, but 24/7 nursing care, lymphatic massages every day. You're seen by an internal medicine doctor. The whole bit. They help you do everything. The nurses actually come in like every 3 or 4 hours, they said. So, for 7 days. So, about 2 months ago, I decided to send in my pictures to this surgeon to be evaluated and see what he said. So, you send in your naked self, which is, everybody says it, it's traumatizing. Like, it's fucking traumatizing. Okay, after losing 235 pounds, I look like a melted candle and also kind of a ball sack. Like, let's be honest, it's not cute. So I actually have my computer up here so I can talk about all of the things that are included. I'm not going to talk about prices, but if you guys are curious about the surgeon and some pricing, obviously pricing is different. I foresee him in the next year actually raising his prices because of how amazing and popular he is, but my price is locked in. I've made my deposit and I've secured my date. So, I am having surgery, plastics done by Dr. Galvez in Tijuana, Mexico. And I know, everybody's freaking out. You know, the one person who isn't freaking out, though, aside from myself, because I've done the research, is my mom, which is interesting because I thought that at first when I talked about gastric bypass surgery in Mexico, she was like, absolutely not. And now she has watched a lot of his surgeries. She hears about his aftercare. I belong to a Facebook group of all of his, a lot of previous patients that go down for like round 2 with him because he's that great. And a lot of patients that are about to go into him. I mean, there's like thousands of girls in there and males, because males get plastic surgery done too. I also follow a ton of girls on Instagram that have had at least 1 or 2 rounds with him, or about to go down for a round, and the results are amazing. And it was the aftercare that really sold me. He is very compassionate surgeon, which is something that I feel like you don't find a lot. But yeah, so let's talk. So I sent in my pictures, which is traumatizing, you know. And what he came back with was a fleur-de-lis tummy tuck, which is the incision down the middle and at the bottom, and then a belt lipectomy with butterfly lift, which is on the back. He takes out a really large portion of your lower back and brings the booty up and the back down. And then he said liposuction was optional, but they included that in their 5 zones of liposuction. So I'll do that if he feels like I need to. He does a lot of liposuction and then he'll do a BBL with the fat that he took out and put it in your butt. I don't think I want that. So that is not included on my quote. As well as an extended arm lift. So like boom, boom, and here. And then they include everything in your quote. So I will have a compression garment called a fascia, I think is what it's called. So it's like thighs and all the way. It's the whole bit. And then I will also have sleeves for compression because of my arms. And then my hospital stay, I will be in the hospital 1 night before surgery because he does all pre-op blood work. He does an EKG. I believe they said there's also a chest x-ray that they can do. You have a surgical risk assessment done by an internal medicine doctor and all that. And so I'll be in the hospital the night before surgery. I'll meet Dr. Galvez. He'll mark me all up. We'll discuss all the things. And something that I also liked is when you're down there, sometimes you can like take away things. Like if he says, you know what, I think only 3 zones of lipo is needed. So then I would be refunded the other 2 that I've already paid for. And you can also change things if he feels like it is necessary, and if he feels like your pre-op blood work is high enough for him to be able to achieve what you're wanting. So when I'm down there, I will be asking him about a mini thigh lift. We shall see. I don't know if I'd want to do that in the same round, but I'm going to talk to him about it anyway. As well as some like other things. Not going to do anything to my boobs this round because I really have no idea if I want implants or not. I don't know. I don't really know what my options are in regards to boobs, so I'll be excited to be able to talk to him about that, even if it's for round 2. but talk about like maybe a breast lift, if I will get the look that I want with just a lift, or if my only option is implants, talk about that. And then I'm kind of curious about a reverse tummy tuck, if that's something that I'll have to have with the fleur-de-lis. And then also curious about a brassiere torsoplasty. So the reverse tummy tuck is an incision like right underneath the boobs to get rid of like some upper tummy skin. But with the fleur-de-lis, I don't know. I feel like it'll get rid of all of my stomach skin, but again, I'll talk to him about it. And then the brassiere torsoplasty is like your upper back fat. But again, I don't know if the mine is pretty low on the back. I don't know, it's hard to explain. If you've seen my bikini video, you can see it in there. But so I don't know if that's something that I'd absolutely need, or if the fleur-de-lis will take care of it. So yeah, again, talk to him about that. So I will stay the night pre-op in the hospital the night before, and then wake up the next morning and go in for surgery. It will probably be his only surgery that day because of everything that's being done. It's pretty extensive, and some surgeries can last 8-10 hours. And then I'll stay the one night in the hospital the night after surgery as well. And then he wants me to stay 9 nights after that in the hotel. And it is a hotel, it's the Hyatt where he uses. But nurses are there 24/7. They come into your room, like I said, every 3 to 4 hours. And you get daily visits by a physician. You get daily lymphatic massages, valet service if you need anything, 24-hour nursing care. There is a buffet for breakfast at the hotel, which is not like a normal U.S. hotel buffet. Like this buffet that I have seen that other girls have posted is like top-notch amazing. But anyways, and then your quote also includes all of your meals. So 2 meals delivered to your hotel daily, so like lunch and dinner. And the meals, from what I've heard, are incredible and are actually cooked by Dr. Galvez's mom, which is really sweet. And this also includes like he does a pain pump for after surgery, post-op medications. So basically I'll fly from here into San Diego. They will pick me up from San Diego and help me across the border and all that. I do need a passport, so I will be getting that. And then after I'm done and it's 9 days and he clears you to travel, I get to come home. Now the nights in the hospital are going to differ based on like what you're having done. Some girls only have to stay like 5-6 nights. Some girls have to stay 10, etc. and so forth. But I was really pleased with the quote that I was given. And it was really the aftercare that sold me. Like, they're going to take care of me for over a week after surgery, which I feel like is the worst part. I will have drains, and I probably most likely will come home with those drains. So I have talked to a couple different people. I just established care with a new physician assistant because the one that I was seeing is actually, she had a baby. I love her. She's one of my really good friends. Actually, I used to be her medical assistant, so I text her all the time. But she just had a baby, and then she's going back to actually the doctor that we both worked for when we met, which is in pain management. So it's not primary care, so I can't really see her anymore. So I established care with this new PA. I didn't say anything when I saw her initially about plastic surgery because I didn't want to freak her out like right away, but I will say something because he does recommend that you get lab work done about 1 to 2 months prior to surgery so that he can take a look at it and see if anything is red flagged for him, or if he feels like you need to take any other supplements. So like the biggest thing is hemoglobin needs to be as high as possible. I think he prefers it at 14, but any higher, like get it up as high as possible. So yeah, so I'll get lab work done and stuff. And like I said, I'll probably come home with drains, multiple drains, which from what I hear is really not an issue at the airport or getting patted down. I'll get wheelchair service coming home through the airport and stuff, and I can get a straight flight from San Diego to here, so I'm not too worried about that as well. But getting your drains pulled, so like a lot of people have asked what happens afterwards. So you need to make sure you have a primary care physician that is willing to see you afterwards in the event that you have any issues with wound care or in the event that you have drains that need to be pulled afterwards. A lot of girls pull their own drains, which I'm sure I could do. Like I said, I'm a medical assistant, but I don't know. So I talked to my friend who's a PA who I used to see about this, and she was like, yeah, if the woman that you're seeing now at the other clinic, if she's not comfortable pulling those drains, I will come to your house and pull your drains for you. Like, it's not a big deal. So yeah, and then all the aftercare, like if you have any issues, you're in direct line with Dr. Galvez's partner, which is Dr. Sanchez. He handles most of the aftercare. So if you have any issues, you email or call and he will walk you through everything. It seems to be really fantastic. So I am excited. April 1st, 2020, I will be having everything removed. So they also sent out what they want me to do for flights, or like that type of stuff. The only thing the quote does not include is your flight. Okay. But he tells you, the coordinator, Andy, who's super nice, you call them. I called them to set up my date after I made my deposit. And that's another thing. Everybody speaks English. So there's that. The surgeon speaks English. Yeah, I'm not worried about it, and I'm so beyond excited. The only part that kind of freaks me out is I will most likely be going by myself. I do have a friend here that has offered to go with me, but it's kind of just dependent on if she can get that time off. She has to bid for her vacation time, and the bids happen mid-March for the following year. So she'd have to bid like March 15th, say, for 2 weeks from then to be able to get the vacation. So I don't know that that's going to happen. A little bit freaked out to go by myself, but I've talked to hundreds of women that actually go by themselves and have had no issues. They all say that the nurses come in every 3 hours. Like, you don't ever feel like you're alone. They have Facebook groups that have split off into groups for each month for his patients that are going down. So like there will be I'll probably join the March 2020 group and the April 2020 group, because I'll be flying in on March 31st, which is a Tuesday, and then my surgery will be Wednesday morning. So a lot of the girls help each other out while they're down there and whatnot. So that's really nice. It's a lot of camaraderie, I feel like. Is that a thing when you have plastic surgery? I don't know. But I'm excited. That is basically my plan for plastic surgery next year. If you're curious about the price, you can private message me on Instagram. My Instagram is Hair by Ash, and I'd be happy to talk to you about it or give you the prices. Like I said, they could change. This is the price I was given right now, but 6 to 12 months from now, the prices could increase because of how far out he's booking and how popular he is. And he's a phenomenal surgeon. The aftercare was really important to me, and that is one of the main reasons I chose him. I do follow him on Snapchat and Instagram, and I watch everybody's surgeries and see the results, and they're incredible. I'm so happy that next summer I won't have any of the skin on my stomach to worry about. And I'm basically going to live in a bikini even with my saggy boobs. I don't care. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. If you're freaking out right now because I am going to Tijuana, Mexico for plastic surgery, take a breath. It'll be okay. Be happy it's me, not you, I guess. But also be happy that I'm doing this for me. Yeah, like I said, a little bit nervous to go by myself, but I will go by myself if I have to. That's just how it goes. Yeah, because I don't have anybody that can really take off that amount of time and fly to Mexico and hang out in a hotel room with me. Like, that sounds boring to people. I haven't asked. I wouldn't ask anybody. My friend had offered, but again, it's really dependent on if she can get that time approved from work in that short amount of time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye guys.